So we're starting a bourbon lineup with not a bourbon, and we're ending it with not a bourbon.
But fuck it, we're going Japanese.
Yamazaki 12, and also we are now back officially in hockey season. By the time I post this, hockey season might be over, but
you never know.
We are now at the start of hockey season, so you'll hear reactions and you'll probably hear the game in the background. But anyway, let's get into it.
So, this smells heavily sherried, and it also reminds me of Irish.
It does.
Because it has the peach ring, it has the, like, gummy fruits and maltiness, like the biscuity malty notes and the honey notes.
It straight up smells like an Irish.
It does, and, like, that's promising to me, because usually holy shit.
And we're tied at 2. Alright.
Sorry, anyways.
I was going to say, I'm fully listening, but also have like one eye over there half the time.
I'm right there with you right now. Yeah.
Anyway.
This is promising for me, because...
it straight up smells like a sherried Irish whiskey.
Yeah, because usually Japanese smells like scotch and tastes like scotch, and I don't like unpeated scotch, so... Give or take like a handful. That was clean.
Yeah, that was clean. Alright.
Let's dive in. It tastes like scotch. It doesn't taste like Irish to me. It has that weird funkiness that I get in scotch.
It tastes like an in-between to me. I'm having trouble picking apart flavors in this one, but that could just be I'm tired.
No, it is a hard...
Oh, that was Jeff Carter's 400th career goal.
Oh, shit.
Nice. We just almost got another. Alright, anyway.
No, notes are really hard to pick apart on this, actually. It tastes very blobbish, to say the least.
Yeah. It's smooth, it's mellow, it's not offensive.
That's just the thing. It's so not offensive that it takes away a lot of the flavors.
Right.
Like, you get a little bit of sherry, you get a little bit of, like, ginger, heat. A little bit of malt.
I could never spend $125 on this.
This is, again...
But I'm glad I got to say I've tried.
Yeah.
Because I like Japanese whiskey more than you do, but I don't love Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where, like, I'm trying to find that one, because there's got to be that one out there that I like.
There was one a bartender showed me whenever I said I didn't like Japanese whiskey. He's like, here, try this. And it tasted like an Irish. I don't remember what it was called, but it had a screw top. It was a Japanese whiskey with a screw top and a green bottle.
Huh.
I had to...
couldn't tell you.
I don't know either. It wasn't from PA.
And Nika is also really good.
Yes,
they're an exception.
The Nika coffee line is solid. I don't know anything else about the other lineups, but like
all of their stuff is real. I've had it all because my old roommate.
Okay.
Visited Japan the summer before because he was a CS Japanese dual major. And he brought back a bunch of bottles because they were like $10 a pop there.
Oh no shit.
Because it's cheaper stuff there. Yeah. It's just expensive here.
Because the only two things I've had from Nika that I've liked are
this is like $30 in Japan.
I can believe it. Shipping's expensive, yeah.
And at $30, I would buy this. This is good.
I wouldn't buy this at $30. I could never think of a time I'd want to pick it up.
You make a good point. I don't know.
Like, I mean, as a bargain purchase, absolutely, $30 is a bargain for it. But like, I don't care enough for it. Like, this makes me want to drink a dram of Irish.
Fair enough. This is something that I can see myself on a very rare occasion wanting to go for, but would be more for having around for other people as well.
Yeah. And
I have friends I know that like it more than I do.
Yeah, and that's just the thing. Like, if you know people who have like Japanese and you can get it for $30, sure, pick it up for $30 and give it to your friends who like Japanese when they come over. But
just remember that when this is priced at $30 in Japan, that's the same price as the Paul John Nirvana is here in the U.S.
Ugh.
At least this is decent.
Yeah, no, this is not offensive whatsoever.
I was gonna say, it's not like I have anything super negative, I just don't have much positive. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's sherried and the sherry fruit comes out.
I wish it tasted more like the nose.
Yeah.
The nose was actually pretty good.
It was solid. Like it.
And even the palate is solid. It's just not for us.
There's not a whole lot of flavor going on. If you want a mild whiskey.
If you like unpeated Scotch, you're probably gonna like this a lot as well.
Yeah. Because the Scotch funk that you usually get in unpeated Scotches isn't really there, which I think is a good thing. But
right.
There's also not a whole lot of flavor to back it up.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like if you're a beginner getting into whiskey, a beginner would love this for sure. Not a lot of heat, not a lot of spice, a little bit of warmth. Fruity.
No particular flavor overpowering everything.
There's nothing offensive or aggressive or controversial about it.
Exactly. Which is probably why we don't like it. We like wacky shit.
I need something punchy or something wacky.
That's why we like bourbon. Because
bourbon is punchy.
Yeah.
Most bourbons are above 80 proof.
Well above. Even the crappiest one, even like the crappiest regular ones are in like the 86 range at this point.
Right.
They're all steering away from 80, at least for bourbon drinkers.
It's because people are starting to realize they're starting to realize from a marketing perspective that people don't buy 80 proofs because it screams low quality. Even if you just add those extra 6 or 8 percentage point proof
you look
points.
and you're like, oh, this isn't just some watered down to 80% crap.
Yeah, they did something to it and like decided 86 was a good proof or 88 was a good proof.
Yeah, like the Wyoming whiskey, they picked 88. But yeah, so that's the Yamazaki 12. I mean, I'm glad I got to say I've tried it. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to have it.
Yeah, same.
Unless I go to Japan or I find it, unless it goes on clearance for $20, I would buy this on clearance for $20.
That's pretty much the only reason, like, realistically any of us around here should drink it. I'm sure it's cheaper in California.
Probably.
But
I mean, yeah, again, nothing really negative to say, just nothing really positive either.
This is very much a middle of the road whiskey that's like a 5. I might even put it at a 4 for personal preference.
Right, but a 5 in terms of quality.
Yeah.
In terms of what it is.
Yeah, like purely a 4 because there's so many things I would rather drink that are 5s.
Like the equivalent bourbon in terms of like not like, you know, has some flavor but nothing crazy, has a little bit of warmth, nothing crazy. The equivalent bourbon is a fraction of the price of this.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably
again import, but still, like you can get Glenlivet Caribbean cask for $35.
Yeah.
And at least that, like that rum finish works better with Scotch than it does with American whiskeys.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
That's actually good. I actually like the rum cask.
You might like Teeling Small Batch then.
Potentially.
I like it better than Glenlivet rum cask.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it enough to like sip on it regularly, but like I would sub it in to replace rum in a lot of cocktails.
Okay.
I think it's that good. I just like would occasionally sip it, but it's not that punchy.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of things I would drink over this. I think I would drink Standard Basil Hayden over this personally. Like if I wanted something,
I can agree, and I'm not speaking from the fact that I decided that the 2/3 of my bottle I had with a fucked up label that I took off just needed to not be in the box anymore, so I just killed that off in 2 nights. This is something where it's that kind of quality, but I feel bad killing it off, which is the problem.
Right.
Because you're talking money in the U.S. for this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Yamazaki 12.